It should come to nobody's surprise that Hollywood is a cutthroat business. If you're a movie actor, you're either a big name actor, the one who gets the exclusive access to a bunch of things, the best movie deals, and all of that sort, or, as it goes on, B, C, D-list actor, you get the crumbs, you pick up the crumbs that are left over for you from the bigger name actors. You don't get that extra push that like a lot of the A-list actors that they get, right? You don't get anything near on that level. You have to hope that you have your big breakout role and somehow that propels you to get to that point where you can start climbing at a faster rate to being an A-list actor. Well, there's an actor who has been in a lot of movies. You've seen him. If you've seen Push, that's how I know him. Push. He was a supporting actor in Gladiator, Blood Diamonds. Guardians of the Galaxy. This guy has Amistad. Amistad is probably his most notable role, but he's been in a ton of movies, and his name is, I'm probably gonna butcher it, but it's Djimon Hounsou. I've always butchered this man's name. I'm so sorry. But he came out and talked about how he feels like he has been underpaid for his extensive catalog of work. So let me pull up the article. And it says, Oscar-nominated Marvel star Djimon Hounsou says he's struggling to make a living. Djimon Hounsou, the Oscar-nominated star of Blood Diamond and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, has said he is still struggling financially despite his acclaimed career. The Beninese-born American actor, 60, black don't crack, man, is also known for roles in fill in the blanks. I'll say Push, Amistad, whatever. Hounsou was twice nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Academy Awards, the first time for the 2002 immigration drama in America, the second for his role opposite Leonardo DiCaprio in the Sierra Leone set thriller Blood Diamond. Speaking to CNN's African Voices Changemakers, Hounsou said, I'm still struggling to make a living. I've been in this business making films now for over 2 decades, with 2 Oscar nominations, been in many blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially. I'm definitely underpaid. In Amistad, Spielberg's Oscar-nominated drama, Hounsou played Sneak, the leader of a slave revolt. In the new interview, Hounsou claimed that he was overlooked by the Oscars at the time due to xenophobia and racist. I was nominated for the Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I had just came off the boat and off the streets. He said, man, that's crazy, bro. That's one thing, man. The big behind-the-scenes people in Hollywood, man, Hollywood is just wild as it is. They just say whatever, do whatever. Even though I successfully did that film, they just didn't feel like I was an actor to whom they should pay any respect. This conceptual idea of diversity still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon. Hounsou, who has also appeared in recent blockbusters such as A Quiet Place, Day One, which I still want to see, by the way, Gran Turismo, and Shazam! Fury of the Gods, previously spoke to The Guardian about his precarious financial situation. I'm yet to meet the film that paid me fairly, he told the outlet in 2023. I'm still struggling to try to make $1. I've come up in the business with some people who are absolutely well off and have very little of my accolades. So I feel cheated, tremendously cheated, in terms of finances and in terms of the workload as well. I've gone to studios for meetings and they're like, wow, we felt like you just got off the boat and then went back after Amistad. we didn't know you were here as a true actor. When you hear things like that, you can see that some people's vision of you or what you represent is very limiting. But it is what it is. It's up to me to redeem that. All right. Now, have there been racist situations in Hollywood? Yes. I mean, I do believe that there is racism in Hollywood. I do think that a lot of actors and actresses who are more of like the young upcoming, if you're not somehow in some kind of in crowd, you're going to have a tougher time getting pushed. And, you know, even like this gentleman here who does have an extensive catalog, you know, he's still having a tough time. Now, to say one thing though, one thing Hollywood does look at is, can this actor or actress, can they pull in the crowd? Are they either a sex symbol? Are they a strong enough actor? Do they have enough breakout roles or whatever, or enough to where like people are like, oh man, in conversation, oh, remember when Denzel did this, or remember when Brad Pitt was in this, or remember when Tom Cruise was in this, or remember when oh my goodness, why can't I, Meryl Streep when she was in this, and on and on and on. One, they look at, can this person bring in revenue? Can they push? Can we get seats? What can this person do? And to be honest, while I think he's a good actor, I've never heard anybody in my day-to-day or even online, I haven't seen or heard anybody that was like, oh man, I can't wait. I couldn't wait to go see Guardians of the Galaxy because they got Djimon Hounsou in it. Or, man, oh push, I couldn't wait because they got Djimon Hounsou in it. Or, oh man, what else? What's rather recent? I can't even think of something right now. He's been in a lot of things, but I've never heard his name come up in conversation about, oh, I'm going to see this movie because of him, because of, I can't wait to see what he's going to do. He's going to just steal the whole entire thing. He's amazing, blah, blah, blah. You know, this, that, and the third. And that's a lot of times what people will, you know, what these people in Hollywood behind the scenes, what they will judge on too. And then also, it could be racism, but it could also too be your agent just sucks. A lot of times people are underpaid because they have terrible actors and actresses. They're underpaid because they have terrible agents that get them, they're like, hey, you know what? I got you into this role right here. We got you an audition for this role here. Go give this a shot. And you're just kind of like, all right, well, I kind of think, what is this about? Who is directing this? I mean, I think we can do a little better. And then your agent's like, hey, but you know what? Try this out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to work my way and try to get you into something right here. Sometimes your agent, there's bad agents that get you really raw deals, you know? So it might just be that as well. In this case, I really just think because of his name, while there is racism in Hollywood, you would have to live under a rock to not see it. I don't think it's all just about racism. It's also about clicks, stuff like that too. But in this case, I just think it's because of he's just not a big. He's got a great catalog. He's been in a lot. I don't think he's a bad actor at all. But he just doesn't put butts in seats. Nobody is like, if they made him like, say for instance, if they did like a live action, the reason why I brought this up is because I just did a video talking about God of War. But say if they did like a live action God of War, and they were like, hey, look, live action God of War, Djimon Hounsou is going to be the main actor in it. He's going to play Kratos. Now, while you're a gamer, you might be like, oh, you know what? I'm probably going to funk with this just because it's God of War and Kratos and blah, blah, blah. I've seen him in other things. But outside of that, I don't see a lot of people like, oh, man, this guy, super amazing actor, blah, 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 so amazing in this, blah, blah. A lot of people nowadays, a lot of these young people growing up don't even know anything about Amistad. They don't know anything about that. You ask the average Gen Z or whatever about Amistad, they're going to be like, what? Amistad? Amistad? What is that? Is that something that you put on? What is that a museum? Is that something? Do you put that on a salad? Like, is that a dressing? Amistad. What is that? Is that some kind of fruit? They wouldn't even know what that was. So I just don't see the backing behind him in order to justify him getting a super amazing paycheck or what he thinks that he should get. Again, I don't think he's a bad actor at all. I like him, but he's just not the biggest name yet. Anyways, man, let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts? Am I wrong? Hey, man, let me know. Am I wrong in your thoughts? It is what it is. And tell me why I'm wrong. Don't just be like, you're wrong, and then just, all right, I'm out. You're wrong. Just tell me why I'm wrong, and we'll go from there. Anyways, like, share the video. I'm going to catch you on the next one.